Medicines can be found at hospitals or similar to police stations in surrounding buildings and on close roaming zombies. Your biggest threat to focus on are contaminated water and food, common colds, infections, and blood loss. There are many things, but these are most likely the things beginners will encounter a lot. For colds and flu, remove your helmet, hats, masks and gloves and keep them off until cured. Don't go near friends because a cough will spread the illness from and to you. Treat it with tetracycline pills and if possible, multivitamin pills on top. Take one at a time and a pill icon will appear in the bottom right next to the virus icon. And only take one pill. Do not double stack these pills unless you're mixing vitamins with tetracycline pills. Do not take 2 tetracycline thinking it'll have double effect. It won't, it will just waste the pill. You can stop taking them however when the virus icon is gone. Once that is gone, you no longer need medication. Codeine will not cure the cold but should stop you coughing for a while, and multivitamins can lower the risk of you catching one, though none of these pills cure it. Oh, and a thermometer can help you identify what illnesses you have. If it's higher than 38.5, you probably have a fever. God, I hope this isn't used. Or rectal. If you eat raw food, earthworms, rotten vegetables or fruit, poisonous mushrooms, disinfectant or petrol, or if you eat and drink with dirty hands, such as bloody hands from killing chickens, you will get ill then too. The best way to tackle this virus is with charcoal pills. They are the best way to cure food poisoning, and don't eat too quickly or too much or you'll throw it up and lose it all. Take smaller bites, never letting the bar go above yellow. Also, keep washing your hands at water sources. It's easy to forget, but if you don't have the right medicines, you will die. Tetracycline pills can also be used here. Depending on the virus, its effectiveness varies, but using these alongside charcoal pills is likely the quickest way to get healthy. Cholera is caused by drinking dirty water. Tetracycline pills will cure it over time. The best way to not get this is to empty every bottle of water, as I said earlier, and refill it at a well when possible, or clean the water before you drink it with water purification pills. Another problem is blood loss. I hate this so much. Obviously, when you lose blood, you need to wrap it with rags and bandages as soon as possible, but sometimes you lose lots of blood and it takes forever to go back up. Blood loss is indicated by the blood drop symbol at the bottom right. As it depletes, your screen will change color. The less blood you have, the more black and white the screen will go. Make sure you wrap your wounds. Try to wrap them with bandages or rags. You can get these from combining clothes with a knife, or technically sewing kits can be used to heal wounds too. But all wounds can lead to the possibility of an infection. So since patch 1.13, infections have been something that can negatively impact your time in DayZ. Really, they will kill you slowly and it's really unpleasant, and I'm going to tell you how you can prevent this. Infections come in 2 stages. Both can be treated differently. It will show up in the bottom right as a germ cell like any other illness, and it usually comes after receiving and then treating a wound. And how you treat the wound determines whether or not you'll likely get an infection. For example, using a sewing kit, rags or bandages all carry the risk of your wound becoming infected even if you let the smaller wounds heal themselves. However, if you apply a tincture or disinfectant or iodine to the bandages, rags or sewing kit before using them, you'll heal without the risk of an infection. So always try to do this when possible. This is the only way to prevent you getting an infection. Though what's a good note is if any of your disinfected items take damage, they will no longer be disinfected. I found this out the hard way. So, the first stage of mild infection and how to treat it. This can be identified by your screen slightly jolting as your player grunts. This can also affect stamina regeneration time, slowing it down to around about half speed. This is the best time to treat it. You can do this by applying tincture, iodine or disinfectant straight to the wound. So hold it in your hand and then press the action button. If it's still in stage 1, which I'd say lasts around 15 to 20 minutes, it should go away in about half a minute to a minute. The second stage, however, comes with all the symptoms of the first stage, except it's a lot stronger. You will now have a fever and your player will let you know about it. Your ability to fire guns is infected too, and your aiming will now be all over the place and shaky. But the 2 main issues I found with this is firstly, your water drains so much quicker. Like, it just drops. So dehydration is a huge risk. This coupled with your health slowly dropping leaves you in a situation where, well, you're probably gonna die, and disinfectants won't help here. No matter how much you try, it will not help the wound. However, what will help is tetracycline pills. Get them in you as quickly as you possibly can. On 2 separate occasions, I was cured by 4 of these pills. Each pill lasts around 5 minutes, and I was back to normal health again. But I can confirm, while you're on these antibiotics, your health will stop falling, which is a really good thing because honestly, it's as I say, it's a slow death. You just want to move on from that. But back to blood loss. There are a few ways to tackle this, though none of them quick and easy for new players. It's very important. I'll keep it simple. You can transfuse blood from other players, or you can take blood from yourself for later use. If you transfuse blood, however, you need to make sure you have the same blood type as the person you're transfusing from. There is a blood test kit found in most hospitals which allows you to find out. Failing to match blood types appropriately will result in death. To transfuse or store, you'll need a blood bag and an IV start kit. Also good to note, like in real life, if you transfuse blood from a sick person, you will get sick too. Blood bags with O negative blood is safe for everyone to use, as O negative is a universal donor. Saline bags are similar to O negative blood bags. They are compatible with everyone and can be used in conjunction with an IV start kit to help replenish blood quicker over time. This should also increase hydration a little bit. And lastly and quickly on medicines, morphine can temporarily give players a boost if injured so they can run and fight at full speed. This is useful if you're limping, though it does not actually restore any health. Epinephrine can wake up unconscious players or give you a stamina boost for 60 seconds if you're well. Codeine pills can treat injuries for roughly 5 minutes, increasing maneuverability, and splints, which can be crafted with sticks and rags, can help broken bones. Oh, and although you can eat humans, it's not recommended. Cannibals live in some cities, and the more people they eat, the more they laugh. So if you do hear anybody laughing, just run away. They're going to kill you. They will kill you all the time. If they're laughing, they will kill you. This, I believe, is called Karu and cannot be cured. Don't eat humans. Just don't eat humans. You know, unless you like really want to, but don't do it. Moving on. If you learned anything, if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps me so much. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll answer as soon as I can. And happy surviving.